Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we have completed our first fundamental chapter of the organic chemistry, which was organic chemistry, some basic principles. In the previous lecture, we completed a whole exercise of the chapter number 12, so that now we can start our next chapter, chapter number 13, hydrocarbons. In this chapter, we are going to learn a basic information of hydrocarbons. How many types of hydrocarbons are there? And detailed explanation of every single part of it. So let's start our next journey into the organic chemistry, hydrocarbons. In the introduction of your chapter, they have given a basic uses of the hydrocarbons that we are doing in our regular life. For example, first of all, the definition of the hydrocarbon. The word hydrocarbon itself is a definition. That means a compound which is made up of hydrogen and the carbon are known as a hydrocarbon compounds. Quite simple definition is there. Now let's talk about the common uses. So before we start, we can say that hydrocarbon is one of the main source of the energy for us. Hydrocarbon is one of the main source of the energy for us. In our 24 hours daily, we are using hydrocarbon in our life. For example, LPG gas that is available as a cooking gas in our kitchen. LPG gas. The full form is liquefied petroleum gas. The main constituent part of the LPG is butane, C4H10. We are using it in a daily life as the LPG cylinder to make food for us. Other than that, one another gas is there, CNG, compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas. The main constituent of CNG is methane, CH4. These two terms are well known for us because we have already identified the two terms in the previous standard, in the 10th also, what is LPG and what is CNG. Let's talk about LNG, a more pressurized form of CNG, liquefied natural gas, more pressurized form of CNG. Also the constituent is methane, CH4. PNG, piped natural gas. Again, because of natural gas, main constituent is CH4. So these four type of natural gases that we are using in our daily life. LPG for the cooking, CNG, LNG for the automobiles as a fuel in the automobiles, PNG. We use PNG in many different areas. You have seen that yellow colored pipeline for the gas connection in our houses, mostly in the Gujarat, Baroda, the major cities, Baroda, Ahmedabad, Surat, Rajkot. They have already installed a whole structure of the PNG with the yellow colored pipe to every single home, so that they do not have to use LPG cylinders. And likewise, electricity bill, there will be gas bill because of the piped natural gas. It is the new term and we are going to use it in a very short time in the Jamnagar also. So first, these four gases that we used are obtained when we obtain petroleum for the use from the earth crust. Before we get the petroleum, these type of gases are going to be released. We collect it, we pressurize it, and we use it. That's simple. After that, Look at this. The structure of this compound are totally made up of hydrogen and carbons. That's why these hydrocarbons are useful for us in the daily life. Other than that, petroleum. Okay, petroleum is a mixture of petrol, diesel, kerosene, and many other things are mixed in the petroleum. We can obtain this particular constituent by using fractional distillation. Reliance is doing it, SR is doing it instead of us. And we use petrol as an automobile fuel, diesel as an automobile fuel, kerosene, okay, for a jet fuels mostly. Other than that, in the regular manner for the cooking in the old times. Other than that, asphalt, that is used to prepare roads. So that was all compounds of hydrocarbon. Petrol is a mixture of hydrocarbon, diesel is a mixture of hydrocarbon. Likewise, kerosene is a mixture of hydrocarbons. Other than that, let's talk about the polymers. So hydrocarbon are useful to make some polymers also. Polythene, after that polystyrene, and many other polymers are there that we can make from hydrocarbons also. Polymer in the sense plastic. After that, they are used as a solvent. Hydrocarbons are useful as a solvent. They are also going to be useful in the preparation of some medicines also. So that all was a common usage of the hydrocarbons that we use in our daily lives. After that, let's talk about the classification. We have already done it in the 10th. Main two parts of the hydrocarbon is the saturated hydrocarbon and the unsaturated hydrocarbon. We are going to introduce a new term to it. It is aromatic hydrocarbons, or you can say arene hydrocarbons. I write wrong spelling, RE will be there. So, first one is the saturated hydrocarbon. We know that compound with the single bonds or the sigma bonds only are known as a saturated hydrocarbons. And in that category, only one particular manner has been attained, and that is alkane. Alkane is the only series, homologous series, which is available for the saturated hydrocarbons. Other than that, our next type is unsaturated hydrocarbons. In the sense, if there is a presence of pi bond, and pi bond are mostly present in carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond. So, if there is the presence of pi bond, that compound will be known as a unsaturated hydrocarbons. Arene compounds, or you can say aromatic compound, spatial stability of the resonance structure in carbon-carbon double bond, ring compounds. Have you seen anything like that in the previous chapter? Yes, benzene. Benzene falls in the third category of the hydrocarbon, aromatic hydrocarbon compound. We are going to study every single one of them in detail. In the previous lecture, we discussed about the resonance structure of the benzene. We are going to prove the resonance structure of the benzene in this particular chapter. After that, let's start our first hydrocarbon, saturated hydrocarbon, means alkanes. So, the alkane compounds, we have already completed that alkane series in our first lecture of the chapter number 12. That was methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane, and decane. we draw the hybridization of the alkane. After that, we discovered the whole homologous series of the alkane in the very first lecture of the chapter number 12. If you remember it correctly. And if you do not remember it, please go and watch the lecture number 1 of the chapter number 12, where we already have discussed the alkane compounds and how the series is formed. Although a quick revision will be there in this lecture also. Suppose we have our first compound, methane. So from methane, how can we start our series? It is quite simple. Simply you have to remove the hydrogen and you have to substitute that hydrogen with the CH3. Remove the hydrogen and instead of the hydrogen add CH3. So hydrogen will be removed and CH3 will be added. That will be our next compound of the series. Again, you can carry forward this, remove the hydrogen, add CH3, next compound, remove the hydrogen, add CH3, next compound. So methane, ethane, propane, butane, a whole series can be formed according to this particular formula. Okay, first of all, this is not the preparation. This is for the series preparation only. You can write it like that. You cannot prepare it like that in the laboratory. You have to use some other chemicals to prepare it. We are going to discuss is how we can prepare alkanes in the laboratory also. But this particular thing is for the molecular formula and the structure. How we can draw the structure of the alkanes. Now, methane. I have drawn the methane over here. Some of the information I have already given in the first chapter of the chapter number 12, first lecture of the chapter number 12, where I already told you that all the alkanes have tetrahedral formula, three-dimensional structure. They have sp3 hybridized orbit, one s orbital and 3p orbital are going to be hybridized, and because of that a tetrahedral structure is going to be formed. Common formula for the alkane is CnH2n plus 2, a new form. Alkane saturated compounds are also known as a paraffin. Another name for the alkane is paraffin. What is meaning? What is the meaning of the paraffin? Paraffin means a compound with less reactivity. Compound with less reactivity. That means alkanes are inactive towards the acid, base and any strong oxidizing agent. Alkanes are not going to be oxidized or they are not going to react with acid or base, as they are already saturated, they are already stable. So they cannot react with the acid, base or any oxidizing agent or any reducing agent. They are simply inert to it. Okay, a new information for us. And the important one, most IMP information for the alkanes. Hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen. Hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen. Hydrogen, carbon, hydrogen. Total 4 different angles are there. That bond angle is 109 degree and 28 minutes. In the precise form, but here they have given 109 degree and 109.5 degree. Bond length, carbon-carbon bond length is 154 pm. Carbon-carbon bond length is 154 pm and carbon-hydrogen bond length is 132 pm. What is pm? Picometer. 10 raised to minus 12. 10 raised to minus 12 meter. In the sense they are quite a small property. So this is the information for this particular structure. A bond angle will be 109 degree, 109.5 degree. Bond length of the carbon-carbon bond. Here one carbon is there. If there is a ethane, carbon carbon bond length will be 154, and if carbon hydrogen bond length we are discussing, then that will be 132 pm. So that was the common information that we have already collected from the previous lecture, and some of the new information also are there about the alkane compounds. Now next topic for us is nomenclature and isomerism of alkanes. First, we are going to discuss the whole topic of the alkane, the common information, after that nomenclature, after that isomerism, after that preparation, physical properties, chemical properties, and uses. Then the whole alkane will be completed. After that, we will start with the unsaturated compound. Among them, first one is alkene. So common information of alkenes, nomenclature, isomerism of alkene, physical property, preparation, physical properties, chemical properties, uses. After that, alkyne with the same whole knowledge. After that, aromatic hydrocarbons. First, there will be a proof of a compound, benzene. A structure of benzene will be proved. After that, we will discuss like a whole scenario again for the benzene. So let's do this for our first saturated hydrocarbon alkane. The nomenclature has been already completed in the chapter number 12. Right now we are just going to practice it more. Okay, look at the isomerism. Now the alkanes do not have any functional group, only carbon-carbon single bond. So functional group isomerism is eliminated from the option. Metamerism is eliminated. Tautomerism is eliminated. Stereoisomerism is also eliminated. So only two types of isomerism has been shown by the alkanes, and that are branch isomerism and position isomerism. Branch isomerism, position isomerism. Okay, let's do this with the complete practice of nomenclature and isomerism simultaneously. Okay, our first compound is C4H10, better known as a butane. C4H10. A molecular formula is that C4H10. We are going to draw all the possible isomerism of butane. Let's do this. First one, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. 4 carbon and 10 hydrogens. The name of this compound is quite simple. It is normal butane, because there is 0 branch. That's why a normal butane. Now let's put one branch into that. So CH3, CH, one branch, CH3, CH3. 4 carbons with the one branch. If there is a one branch, its common name will be isobutane. Its common name will be isobutane, and IUPAC name. 3 carbon in a chain and one branch on the second carbon. That's why 2-methyl propane will be the IUPAC name of this compound. Look at this. Is there any other possibility to draw the butane? No. That's why we can say that butane have 2 isomers, branch isomers. Nomenclature has been already done for the practice. Okay, let's do more practice about this. Increase one carbon, so C5H12, better known as a pentane. Let's draw the isomers of the pentane. First, as I have drawn over here, a common pentane, in the sense normal pentane, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3, a normal pentane, right? Name will be, as we have seen it, it will be known as a normal pentane. Now, all the 5 carbon are straight. Let's do some branching. One branch will be there. So, CH3, CH, one branch. Again, CH2, 4 carbon have been there. And the last one, CH3. One branch, that's why isopentane will be the common name. Isopentane will be the common name. IUPAC name on the second carbon, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Second carbon there is a methyl group. That's why name will be 2-methyl butane. Is there any other possibility? Yes. Make one more branch because one more carbon is available. Let's do this. The third compound, third isomer of the pentane. CH3C. Okay. We need more space. CH3C. CH3, CH3, CH3. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbons. 2 branches are there. That's why it is known as a neopentane. Common name. An IUPAC name. 3 carbon in a chain and 2 branches are there. That's why 2,2-dimethyl propane will be the IUPAC name of this compound. So, 2 isomers, precisely, branch isomers of butane, 2 branch isomers of butane and 3 branch isomers of the pentane. Okay. In the previous chapter, I told you something about the primary carbon, secondary carbon, tertiary carbon and the quaternary carbon. Let's apply that formula over here. If carbon is connected with the one carbon, that carbon will be the primary. So this carbon is primary carbon because it is connected to only one carbon. Again, this carbon is only connected to one carbon. That's why it is also primary carbon. The middle two connected to both the side of the one carbon. That's why 2 carbons are connected to the middle carbons. That's why they are secondary carbons. Okay. Likewise over here, connected to one carbon, primary carbon, connected to one carbon, primary carbon, connected to one carbon, primary carbon. This carbon is connected to 3 carbon. That's why it is tertiary carbon. In this, both will be primary carbon connected to only single carbon. And these 3 are connected to the 2 carbons simultaneously. That's why they are secondary carbons. Here, primary carbon because connected to one carbon, primary carbon again connected to only one carbon, primary carbon because connected to only one carbon, and this carbon is connected to 2 carbon, that's why secondary, and this is connected to 3, that's why tertiary. Here, now it will be easy. Primary carbon, primary carbon, primary carbon, primary carbon. This is connected to 4 carbon, that's why it is quaternary carbon. Now what about the primary, secondary and tertiary hydrogen? It is quite simple. Hydrogen connected to carbon will be its type. If hydrogen is connected to primary carbon, that hydrogen will be primary hydrogen. If hydrogen is connected to secondary carbon, that hydrogen will be secondary hydrogen, and if hydrogen is connected to the tertiary hydrogen carbon, then it will be known as a tertiary hydrogen. Quaternary hydrogen is not possible because carbon has already formed 4 bonds. So quaternary hydrogen is not possible. So let's make a list of that numbers. Chalo. Primary carbons. How many primary carbons are there? 2. That's why primary hydrogen will be 3 plus 3, 6. Secondary carbon 1 and 2. So secondary hydrogen 2 plus 2, 4. Now for this compound, primary carbon 1, 2 and 3. That's why primary hydrogens are 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. Now secondary carbon is not available. That's why tertiary carbon only 1 and tertiary hydrogen will be also 1, CH. Now for the pentane, normal pentane, primary carbons 2, primary hydrogens 3 plus 3, 6. Secondary carbon 1, 2 and 3. And secondary hydrogens 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. For isopentane, primary carbon 1, 2 and 3. That's why primary hydrogen will be 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. Secondary carbon 1. That's why secondary hydrogen will be 2. Secondary carbon 1 and secondary hydrogen 2. Tertiary carbon 1 and tertiary hydrogen will be also 1. For the neopentane, primary carbons 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's why primary hydrogens 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 4 times 3. That's why 12. Now secondary and tertiary carbon is not available. That's why quaternary carbon is only 1 and quaternary hydrogen will be 0 because it is not possible. That was all about butane and pentane, nomenclature and isomerism. After that, they have given one particular example to solve 13.1. They have given us the task C6H14, better known as a hexane. We have to draw structures of the hexane like we have drawn over here, isomers of the hexane. Let's draw this. The first one, common one, CH3, CH2, 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 4 carbons, 5 and 6, known as a normal hexane. Now we are only going to write IUPAC name, okay? Second one, CH3, one branch, CH, CH3, CH2, CH2, 5 carbons and the 6th one. Branch on the second carbon. That's why they are known as a 2-methyl and 5 carbon in the chain. That's why pentane. Name will be 2-methyl pentane. After that, the third possibility. Now change the position of the branch to the third carbon. CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2 and CH3. Just a change in the position. So instead of 2 there will be 3. So 3 methyl 5 in a straight chain. That's why pentane. 3-methyl pentane will be the name. Now make 2 branches. CH3, CH, CH3, CH, CH3, CH. 2 branches are there. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 3. 2, 3. Dimethyl 4 carbon in a straight chain. That's why butane. Name will be 2,3-dimethyl butane. Last one. Now both the branches are on the 1 carbon. So it will be known as a 2,2-dimethyl butane. So that was all for the isomers of the hexane. Among them, these two are position isomerism. These two are position isomerism of each other. And all of them are branch isomerism of hexane. Okay. Our last question for the isomerism. 13.2, our last example. They have given us C5H11. They have given us C5H11 and 1 empty bond, and they have added into that empty bond OH, and they say that do the isomer of this compound. Let's do this. Pay attention. CH3, CH2, 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 4 carbon, 5 carbon, and 1 OH instead of hydrogen. So instead of CH3, there will be 1 hydrogen. 1 OH. 5 carbon in a straight line and 1 OH. So name will be pentane 1-ol. Because of the alcohol, there will be suffix ol. Okay. Now change the position of OH. So CH3, CH, OH, CH2, CH2, CH3. Position of OH has been changed to the second carbon. That's why name will be pentane 2-ol. Again change the position. Now on the third carbon. So CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH2 and CH3. Now OH is on the third carbon, 1, 2 and 3. That's why name will be pentane 3-ol. That was for the straight chain position isomerism. Now let's make a 1 branch and discuss the position isomerism. We are going to make a 1 extra branch and then position isomers. So CH3, CH, OH, CH, CH3 and CH3. 1 branch is there. Now let's number to the OH. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon in a straight chain. On the third carbon there is methyl. So 3 methyl. 4 carbon in a straight chain. Butane 2-ol. Okay. Now OH on the first carbon. OH on the first carbon. So CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, 4 carbons, 5 carbon and OH. OH on the first carbon. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. So third carbon containing CH3. name will be 3-methyl butane on the first carbon. So 1 all. Let's change the position of CH3 to the second carbon. Okay. So CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2OH. So the name will be quite simple. Instead of 3, there will be 2. So 2-methyl on the first carbon. That's why butane 1 all. Now both of them are on the one carbon. So CH3, COH, CH3, CH2, CH3. Both of them are on the single carbon. That's why 1, 2. So 2-methyl butane 2 all. If any other possibilities are available, is there? No. So the last 3 are 2 branches. So CH3, C, CH3, CH3 and CH3. This is isopentane. Neopentane. And now one hydrogen is eliminated. Instead of that, we are adding OH. So 1, 2 and 3 carbon in a straight chain and 2 branches on the second carbon. So name will be 2,2-dimethyl propane 1 all. So how many isomers are possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. After that, they have given one table, 13.1 table. There have many practice for the IUPAC nomenclature. After that, example 13.3, again for the IUPAC nomenclature. 13.4, again for the IUPAC nomenclature. We are going to do it, but in the next lecture, you can try it by your own. Now, in the homework, from the front page introduction of the hydrocarbon 2 till 13.2, you have to write and read it carefully for 2 times. Okay, thank you so much for this lecture. We will continue hydrocarbon in the next lecture. Thank you so much.